Welcome to Keto Life Support, where we make your keto life sustainable, fun, and low stress. I'm Kim Howerton, and I'll be coming to you weekly with some of my keto besties to bring you the practical, real-world keto advice that you need. Quick disclaimer, I am not a doctor, and even if we do have a doctor in the house from time to time, he or she is not your doctor, and nothing we say on this show should be taken as medical advice. Always check in with a trusted medical professional about your own personal medical concerns.
Hello and welcome to Keto Life Support. This is Kim Howerton. This is episode 112, and we are going to be talking about the shiny red ball. What do I mean? What is the shiny red ball? I don't know. Have you seen that movie Up, right, where the dog is like on track and then suddenly he's like, squirrel, right? It's like that new thing that enters your field of vision and you can't not change, look at it, chase the new thing, right? So we can call it a lot of things. We can also call it lack of follow through. So here's what happens. Let's talk about weight loss. A novel concept on this show, right? I'm always talking about weight loss, but let's talk about weight loss. So you're on a weight loss journey, you're doing your thing, you decide you're going to do something for 12 weeks. Okay, for the next 12 weeks, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have these macros. This is my goal. I'm going to focus on this, XYZ, right? You got your plan set. And you go 2 weeks in, you've been on track, you've been doing the thing, and the scale's just not moving, and you look and you say, okay, let me evaluate. Am I doing what I think I'm doing? Yeah, I'm actually doing it. I'm not just like saying I'm doing it, but not really doing it. You know what I mean? But then you're like, okay. Carnivore. I'm going to do carnivore, right? And you're like, oh, wait, I was doing just a calorie deficit, but clearly that's not it. Now I'm going carnivore because I see people having real success with carnivore. Okay, I'm going to go carnivore. And then like 2 weeks later, you haven't lost any weight. So you're like, wait. Okay, I'm going to wait, not carnivore. Now we're going to do vegan keto. Vegan keto must be the way. Okay, vegan keto. It's like you never stick with something because you're constantly having this like panic response that the thing you think should work isn't going to work. I mean, I have people sign up for coaching with me. I tell them what to do. They're supposed to do something. They freak out, they panic, and suddenly they want to know all about lectins or something, right? And it's like, okay, well, it's a valuable thing to learn about nutrition and, you know, all the little details, sure. But what I think you're thinking is I'm looking for a magic pill because the thing that I'm trying to do is hard. And I'm full of self-doubt. I don't believe I can succeed. And I'm constantly jumping to find that new shiny red ball that potentially will be the thing that fixes all the things because I need magic. Does this sound familiar to anyone at all? A little familiar? Something? Or maybe it's that you try too many things all at once and then you decide it must be, no, that can't be it. It's this other thing. It's that constant churning self-doubt. It's a lack of just being able to weather the storm in the moment, the uncomfortable feelings, that maybe boredom, like, I just do the same thing? I just keep doing this? What? Right? It's that part of us that constantly jumps on and off the diet, on, off. So you constantly get that dopamine rush of starting. It's that Sunday night feeling about your new diet on Monday, like that hope that fills you before the work starts, where you think maybe this is going to be it. This is going to be the thing that finally works. And then you get into it and you're like, oh, this is hard. This is not it, right? Because at the end of the day, losing weight is ultimately not all that exciting. Now, hear me out. What I mean is the day-to-day. The day-to-day is you living your life. The day-to-day is the scale moving in such small increments that you would never even know. And the next day it's up, and then it's down, and then it's up, and then it's down, and then it's up, and then it's down. And it takes a significant amount of time before you're going to see confirmation that it moves. I mean, if you've heard me talk about scale fluctuations and water weight fluctuations and how much the scale can fluctuate, it will take some people up to a month before they can really confirm that what they're doing is working or not. I mean, you might have signs before then that it's really not working, like more catastrophic signs, like you feel awful, right? And those you pay attention to faster. But if your number one goal is just to see the scale go down, it might be 3 weeks to a month before you're like, okay, yeah, this trend, I have confirmed the trend. And most of us can't, not most, maybe a lot of us, I'll say, I have no statistical reference here, but a lot of us, I'll say it that way, can't deal, just can't deal with that not knowingness, that sort of just big giant question mark all the time. And so we jump ship. It's like you're out in the middle of the ocean. You're on this big boat. I think you're supposed to call it a ship if it's big. You're on this ship and you can't see land. And you're like, are we going to the right place? I don't even know where we're going anymore. Like, you have to trust that you set the right course. Because the dumbest thing you can do is jump overboard at that point. I can't see land. I'm going to swim for it. No. Stay on the ship. Double check your headings. Use a compass. Confirm that your approach is right through how you feel, how you're functioning. Are you able to stick with it? Now, that's a point. If you jump ship because what you're doing is so hard and you're starving or you're out of energy, like if something's really, truly wrong, yes, alter your trajectory. Pivot, as they say. But if you're just scared, unsure, nervous, if your brain is attacking you with doubt, stay the course. The new thing is not better. You can waste your entire life jumping from one thing to another because you're hoping the next thing is better, but then you're not even giving that a chance. It's like a course of medication that takes 6 weeks to work, and you stop taking it at 2 weeks, and then you take a new one, and then you stop taking that one, and you stop taking that one. You will die because whatever infection you're trying to fight will get you by then. You gotta stay the course. So if you know this about yourself, if you know you're that person that gets scared or anxious or nervous or whatever label you want to put on it, and is constantly looking for something new and not sticking with it and feeling overwhelmed from my last episode, right? Previous episode. And fogged and confused and no, I need something new. And then something new, you're reading about all sorts of things. You're reading people that you don't trust, even just random opinions on the internet telling you that the essential problem is not what you think it is. They have something new and exciting. And it's that you need this product, or even not that you need this product, but you need to do this other thing. And you're like, I'm doing that thing, right? And you're just never sticking with it. And if I asked you, why is this new thing going to be better? You don't actually know. You just maybe show me some before and after pictures, or tell me a story about someone who told you that it worked. And while I will say that it is entirely possible that this other approach may work, the actual problem, the actual reason that you're not seeing the success that you truly want in your life is this pattern, this habit, this constant chasing of the new, the looking for the magic pill. Base your approach on sound weight loss science. Listen to people who you trust and stay with it. And I am sorry, it's not exciting. It is frustrating and happy and sad and up and down. It is just life. Because if you found the right approach to weight loss, it is actually just you living your life in an appropriate way with an added detail of focus on this one area of growth. I think for us as humans, there should always be an area of growth we're focused on as we're, when we're kids at school and learning and growing, and there's so much on our plate when we're kids, right? Learning how to have relationships, how to have friends, how to have a significant other, maybe. It's learning new skills constantly. And we're just expand. And as adults, I think that we sometimes stop the growth in many ways. And then we just have anxiety, right? So instead, just as an adult, have an area of growth in your life. And sometimes that area of growth is shrinking, is trying to lose body fat, right? Sometimes it's trying to add muscle. It might be different things. But I look at it like, well, if I'm trying to lose body fat right now, that's the main area of growth. That's my main challenge. Everything else I'm trying to keep sort of level and regular. But if right now I'm focused on some fat loss, well, that's my area of growth. But I can't be looking for excitement there. I'm looking for gradual, right direction changes. And I have to find my excitement elsewhere. Will I feel good about it, happy about it, proud about it? Of course. But from Monday to Tuesday, I don't look any different. Tuesday to Wednesday, I don't look any different. Wednesday to Thursday, I don't look any different. There's no instant gratification here. So you've got to commit and stay the course. And don't constantly jump ship. You won't get results. You will just get frustrated, and you will find yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, a decade from now, constantly on a diet and heavier than you were before. So just know that it's all right to be excited about new things. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to know yourself. Maybe you need shorter sprints of dieting rather than longer ones, right? Take your personality into the factors you put into how you design your approach to eating. You got to factor yourself in. But once you make a plan, beware the part of your brain that wants to pull you off track, searching for the newest, greatest thing that's going to make this finally work, because you're searching for a magic pill rather than putting in the work. And I'm not calling you lazy by saying you don't want to put in the work. We're all lazy. Nobody wants to put in the work. So it's not a dig. It's a reality. All right, guys, take care, and I will talk to you next week.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Keto Life Support. Want more information? Want show notes? Want to suggest a topic? Just head over to ketolifesupport.com. That's where all that kind of thing can go on. By the way, I have a request. If you could go to your podcast host and hit subscribe, we would really, really appreciate it. And what would be even more awesome is if you could write a review. And what would be even more awesome than that is if you could write like a really flattering review. Just asking, you do you. All right. So thanks so much for joining us. I'm thrilled that you're part of the Keto fam. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.